pivotal setback for Russian troops as Ukrainian forces have been bolstered by international aid and the Kremlin's military bases come under violent attack from advanced rocket systems. The Ukrainian military has reportedly commenced use of fresh artillery provisions from President Zelensky's international allies as Russian army bases have come under attack. In a newly announced package of military support to the Ukrainian defense, the U.S. government included 8 high-mobility artillery rocket systems and ammunition, believed to be responsible for the strike. Further analysis of the scene has suggested possible coordinates for the site which would place the destroyed base close to the Ukraine city of Izium. The city is located in the region of Kharkiv, just outside the Donbas region and east of Severodonetsk. A cluster of military vehicles, clearly branded with Z, among the burning rubble of the former base. It has been suggested that the Russian military was using the site to store vital equipment which has now been devastated by the rocket attack. On Thursday, Ukraine's Minister of Defense announced American high-mobility artillery rocket systems had arrived in the country. In his statement, Alexei Reznikov said, "Thank you to my colleague and friend Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin III for these powerful tools." The bold declaration of Mr. Reznikov left no doubt that the Ukrainian military would use the powerful US provisioned artillery to launch calculated attacks against Russian forces. The destruction of the Russian military base is certain to deliver a devastating blow to President Putin's occupying forces as the Kremlin has consistently struggled to replace military equipment lost in the war. Intelligence reports suggest Putin's troops have been operating increasingly outdated military equipment as the Russian forces have become reliant on reserves of Soviet-era equipment to continue the invasion. In addition, ample supply of sufficiently trained ground troops is also a growing concern for Moscow as the UK Ministry of Defense has noted cases of retired Russian military personnel fighting on the front line. Despite the Russian capture of Severodonetsk, intelligence data suggests invading forces will struggle to continue their advance unless reliable supply routes are established to fuel fighting forces. Oryx, an open-source defense analyst organization, has exposed considerable Russian military losses, as supported by photo and video evidence from the war in Ukraine. According to the most recent data, Putin's forces have lost 4,384 vehicles and pieces of military equipment since the outbreak of the war in February. This includes 789 confirmed as tanks, most of which have been completely destroyed, and an additional 435 armored fighting vehicles. By comparison, Ukraine has lost 1184 vehicles and other equipment in their defensive operations.